The legacy of the 1964 World's Fair. 50 years later, explore 6 lasting legacies of the 1964 New York World's Fair on the 50th anniversary of its opening. 1. Video conferencing. Visitors to the Bell System Pavilion were awed by demonstrations of the company's picture phones, which allowed callers to see each other on small television monitors. Decades before FaceTime and Skype made video conferencing commonplace, Bell's experimental picture phone was a futuristic innovation straight out of the Jetsons. With the possible exception of the NASA spacecraft, the picture phone was probably the single piece of technology debuting at the fair that blew people's minds, says Joseph Tyler, author of the new book Tomorrowland, the 1964-65 World's Fair and the Transformation of America. It was really the only far-reaching piece of technology at the fair that was spot on. 2. Ford Mustang. The Mustang made its public debut at the fair and proved so popular that the Detroit automaker sold 400,000 of its new model, 4 times its projections, in the first year. At Ford's Magic Skyway, fairgoers climbed inside motorless Mustang convertibles and other Ford vehicles that were pulled slowly along a conveyor belt for a trip back in time to the Jurassic Age on a ride designed and narrated by Walt Disney. That was a bit of brilliant marketing, Tyler says. Visitors sat in this comfortable Mustang, took a free test drive and saw firsthand that the whole family fit in the car. Ford has sold 9 million Mustangs since the model's coming out party at the World's Fair, making it among the best-selling automobiles in American history. 3. Push-button telephones. Visitors flocked to the RCA Pavilion to catch a glimpse of the company's new touch-tone phones, which featured push buttons instead of rotary dials. The innovation promised to cut dialing times in half. Shortly after the fair opened, phone companies began to introduce the new telephone, and although customers paid $1.90 a month for the coveted push-button models, AT&T reported in 1965 that they were a smash hit. 4. Disney Audio Animatronics. In addition to Ford's Magic Skyway, Walt Disney Productions designed and created 3 other fair attractions. It's a Small World at the Pepsi Pavilion, Carousel of Progress for the General Electric Pavilion, and Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln for the Illinois Pavilion. These attractions featured Disney's patented audio animatronic robots that blinked, smiled and made other lifelike movements as they talked and sang. So real did Disney's version of Lincoln appear that it caused a 5-year-old boy to exclaim to his father, "Oh Daddy, I thought you said he was dead!" After the closure of the fair, the iconic It's a Small World and the other Disney-designed rides were shipped to Disneyland in California. Disney had no East Coast theme park at the time, and he saw the World's Fair as a test of his particular brand of entertainment on the East Coast. Tyler says, Disney's success in New York boosted the prospects for the construction of Florida's Walt Disney World, including Epcot Center, which Tyler calls a permanent World's Fair. 5. Belgian waffles. Now a brunch time staple, Belgian waffles were the fair's culinary sensation. On the opening day of the 1965 season, the New York Times reported that Belgian waffles sold like hotcakes. Branded as Belgium waffles, the tasty treats sparked nationwide sales of waffle makers and proved so popular that even Lebanese vendors at the fair began to sell them. The truth is that Belgian waffles debuted in America at the Seattle World's Fair in 1962. Tyler says, but New York is where most Americans ate them for the first time. 6. A multicultural United States. Since the 1964 World's Fair was denied accreditation by the Bureau of International Exhibitions, European countries such as Britain, France and Italy declined to participate. Filling the gap were smaller geopolitical powers ranging from Thailand to Honduras to Morocco, 15 African republics, some newly independent from European colonial powers, also erected exhibits. Tyler says the fair not only introduced tens of millions of Americans to the languages, history and food of these more unfamiliar cultures, it also offered the first glimpse at the country's coming demographic shift that would be precipitated by the signing of the 1965 Immigration Act, which opened the United States to millions previously denied by national quotas, in the same month that the fair closed. The fair reflected a whole new world order, And it really showed what a multicultural America could look like. Tireless says, nowhere is that more true than in Queens, the New York City borough that hosted the world 50 years ago and is now the most demographically diverse county in America.